They try to make me team Eris, man, a little bit.
Listen, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Married at First Sight. What we gonna call this? The Married at First Sight recap, your people from everybody needs an Aquarius. Every
Yep,
because
yep.
y'all really do. And y'all be slandering us and be doing all this weird shit. We are tired of y'all shenanigans, okay?
Hey, look, man. No, man. People somebody slandered you in the comments.
Me? Recently?
Yeah, on the last
I just
show.
checked the comments yesterday.
Hold on. Let me see my other computer. I thought
Oh,
maybe
I
I might
was
be
doing
tripping.
so good. Nobody talked stuff about me. I was doing so good. So
Hold on.
good.
So it's on
Oh.
the fourth episode one. Your Dom's so fine, but she ain't that fine to be talking the way she do.
Okay, who said okay, so first of all, what y'all not gonna do is that. Yes, the fuck I am. So I can say what I want to say when I want to say it because I am that fine.
Yeah.
Which episode was that?
I think it was it might be the Tiger Woods part. I don't know.
I'm that fine. I can pull Tiger Woods. I'll be pulling them. So y'all can stop that. Y'all be surprised. I'll be pulling everybody. I'm not saying
You
I'm
know I
prepared.
know. You know I know. You
I
know I
know,
know.
and I'm not saying I'm out here for everybody, but niggas love me. I'm on my Beyonce.
Yo, sidebar before we get started into the episode. Have you finished Swarm yet?
Of course. I
We might
was
need to on our next episode. We might have to do like how we did a recap for P Valley. I think I'm just throwing it out there. I think we need to do that for this whole first season of Swarm.
so I don't know if it'll be a second, but yes. So maybe we can figure this
They said
out.
it is.
No, oh, it is?
And home it's gonna be and they brought back the I don't want to spoil people yet. The second and last episode with the cop supposed to come back like chasing her.
Okay. I could see that. We can talk about it because like my sister and my best friend they wanted to do a episode of whiskey sour with this. So maybe we could do like a
No,
crossover.
tell them to come on there. We just do it
Yeah,
all.
like let's do a
Yeah,
crossover
yeah.
and then yeah. Y'all,
Let's
what a
get it.
groundbreaking episode this week.
Hey, your girl's fed up.
Your girl is tired. Jazz is tired.
Hey, she is fed up with his shit, yo.
She is tired of everything to do with Eris. Everything. And it's crazy because we have been waiting for uh, something groundbreaking to happen. Now, D, you and I have talked about this before, feeling like the situation with Aries really don't have nothing to do with Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, it does have nothing to do with her.
it doesn't. And because he was not able to really articulate what he wanted to say, guard is up. It felt like he was playing, and like I said, he keeps reverting back to old terrible habits that made him single in the first place because it's a safety net. It's what he knows.
And that's why the sex is a big thing. Like
That's why the sex is a
he
big
can be
thing.
detached from it. It could just be this release, and then I can be in and out. Like he don't
Yeah.
have to never confront who he is.
Which now in hindsight, I'm
It makes
not mad.
sense.
Yeah, in hindsight, I'm not mad at him for saying I don't want to have sex until after decision day or whatever, because I typically lead with sex.
He knew himself.
Yo, okay. I guess since we already here, we can start off with them and then hit the other
Yep.
couples. And so I definitely want to save Shaq and Kirsten for last.
Sounds good to me.
But
She
yeah,
trying to do that. She trying to do that backdoor little Joe on him, but we'll talk about that. I call
listen,
it the backdoor little Joe.
I so much happened this episode. At least that was kind of groundbreaking for the two black couples, right? And they go to meet with Dr. Pepper Schwartz, and you really for the first we've seen Jasmine kind of pretty much be ouch, the dog bit my toe.
This is live podcasting.
Paxton, don't do that. My gosh, she's never done that. So that's new.
And you better
Okay.
get that
Anyway,
done.
anyway. So we have the situation happening where we see I feel like there was something happening kind of with the conversation with versus Dr. Schwartz or Pastor Cal. I feel like we saw Jasmine be a little more open in that conversation. Not that if she wasn't with Pastor Cal, but I feel like there was something that Dr. Pepper did that kind of like struck a nerve with her. And, she was asking the right questions and she got a lot, honestly, out of both of them. So
Mm-hmm.
we see that, Jasmine, we learned that she, was picked on at one point, low self esteem, building herself up to all these things and doing the work. And now she's in this marriage and she feels, like where this guy isn't attracted to her, which is like what she was afraid of. And it's happening. And then on the opposite end of that, you have Eris, who has been pretty much a jerk this entire time. And now we see him kind of in a different light. Dr. Pepper was able to really pull something out of him where we really learned that I move the way that I do. I've experienced a lot of loss, which kind of what makes this when it comes to his relationships. Why you hit it and quit it and move on really quick. You kind of hurt people before they can hurt you because you have experienced so much loss. Defense mechanisms. So
Yep.
we're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm kind of empathizing and feeling sorry for Eris. And I still,
Yeah, I know. Damn it, that's tripped out. How this part got me there.
how? Exactly. So I'm going to say one thing too. Eris probably has a tumultuous, I've been saying it the whole time and you know it. Something happened between him and that mom, his mama, which also
Yeah,
plays
exactly. There's a
into
big thing between him and his mom. It's definitely.
it's and
We
we're
only
not
saw his
talking.
mom when they first got married, right?
We've only seen the mom at the wedding and the next day. Outside of that, we have not seen his mom. You got Chris and Nicole. Nicole is her daddy is they going on outings. And y'all sidebar, y'all
And
love that goat
that's the whole thing
yoga.
we're talking about. Like I know her and her daddy doing yoga together is it's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm like,
The
but
cheap yoga
also,
thing.
people love that goat yoga, and I'm like, I see it too much. I don't
Oh, so
like it. That's a thing. That is a thing. The first time I saw it, I'm gonna say it was oddly on
I
Basketball
didn't even
Wives,
know. I
but
thought
that's
that was funny. I thought that was some like I thought it was a tangential thing, like some niche shit. That was a real thing. I thought it was trying to be funny. Just okay, shit. Okay,
no, that's
did not know
that's
that
a
was a
real
real
thing.
thing. Goat
That's a real thing.
yoga.
Goats. Um, but
No, but but I can't be mad at old girl either though for saying fuck Eris either though. You know what I mean? Like
you can't because she really
if
tried.
somebody told you basically you ain't that cute for a certain amount of time, I'm gonna be like fuck you at some point. Like just straight up. Like why are we
Yeah,
even?
absolutely, absolutely. I would never um stay with somebody that consistently was berating me, talking about my looks, and kind of seemed like he only had like a one track mind. I was like, oh, you just kind of want to hit it and quit it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, kind of similar to the situation that happened in Atlanta with Chris and Paige. Where
He was just a jerk. He
unfortunately,
was just even worse about it because he actually did have sex with her. At
yeah,
least Eris got
and he
some.
kept having sex with her because in this, I'm not saying that Paige was drove, but I'm saying that she had a bomb body. She did. She was stacked. But you've been leading with
Mm-hmm.
your body like a lot, and which is also why you was on this show because you was not getting the results that you wanted. So you kind of got to switch it up and do something different to you know get different results. And I just So then we see them go home and play this game. Well, not a game, but it's like you ask these intimate questions, and you just kind of see her shut down. And we do finally
Mm-hmm.
see where he is trying to let her in. He is not overthinking things anymore, and you see him be more relaxed with her, and you kind of see him shut down a little bit because she doesn't have an answer for anything. It was weird, but the only thing I could think of is like when she said that she was sheltered. I was like, well, maybe because she was sheltered, these she really wouldn't have these kind of experiences or wouldn't know. But I
Man,
don't
I think
know.
she don't give
I'm
a
not.
fuck.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I can see that, but she what 30 some years old at this point. I can't blame you being sheltered when you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
Like you can experience unless you ain't never left some podunk town in West Virginia or something. You ain't. But she grew up in a major city, so this ain't even. You done met all kind of different people.
Yeah.
And I ain't saying you got to admit like dope dealers, hookers, and scammers, and then necessarily have lived life.
It's Nashville.
But
She might have.
yeah, but I'm saying that you had to, but you met damn near every type of person in this world by the time you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
Period. Even if
Yeah.
you didn't date them, even if you didn't date them, male or female.
Yeah.
I think
That's
she just
true.
was like she is sheltered, but I think she said fuck him, like for
Yeah.
real.
She
You can
was
see it in a
over it.
real way because most other times they be talking about anything and she'd be like, "Oh yeah." She remember how open she was at first about like, "Yeah,
Yes.
I fall in love fast," and being open about that. Every other it'd be like, well, "What's the first letter of your name?" I don't know. That's how she is now. Like,
Yeah, she's tired. She's fed up, and I think now she feels like there's no hope because they're like at this point they would be kind of like halfway through the experiment a little bit, and I think that she is kind of just really really checked out, and he want this to work so much he didn't call her mama after this whole.
I was surprised to see her mama show up. That was ill.
Yeah.
I was surprised at that. I was like, "Oh wow, mama's showing up." Okay.
And he's like, I'm having this problem where she's not opening up to me, like, but also I'm glad the mama also called him out and was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, yes, you have to really, that's something that you have to do, like you have to pull her out of her shell, you have to be
But he
patient with
had an
her.
opportunity early. That's the thing. I feel
Yeah.
like.
I think honestly this his cousin ruined this experiment for him.
Ooh, go there, go there, go there, Dom, go there, go there, go there.
Like, let's keep it a bug.
She
Like, she
did.
really did ruin this experiment for him with all the constant berating him, saying negative stuff, and you don't know what that's like to live. But clearly I want something. And when we have this full circle moment about his behavior and his mentality, we said this the other week. It's like your cousin is over here, you know, blah 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 blah, and then like it's like your true self that over here that's like you really want to try but you don't know what to do, so you at this weird crossroads. But thank God for Dr. Pepper,
Mm-hmm.
because had we not seen that or had that moment, and had Jasmine not had this, we definitely knew. Jasmine would have been silly to stay to decision day, but now we're like, oh wow, we are like, I'm kind of rooting for you a little bit, and I knew there was going to be a coming to Jesus moment. I just didn't know when, but I kind of, he's really gonna have to really show up, and he's
Mm-hmm.
trying, and he's really gonna have to listen to what the mom said, what her mama said about her, and really go for the gusto with it. Because other than that, like, let's just be done with it.
But is she gonna care anymore? That's the
I
thing.
don't know. I don't know, friend. But I'm confused because we always want our people to be, we are all about black love and
Mm-hmm.
championing people working out and being together. And sometimes, like, we might not have the most conventional like love, but I hope that in some way, shape, or form, this might work. But
What?
it's
Hell
no, no,
no.
no, 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 no. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Okay.
They might stay together on decision day, but after
Okay.
the cameras cut, and by the time the reunion show happens, they might not be together.
Okay. Okay. I can see that.
But what this show needs to do, I've told y'all time and time again, they need to offer couples counseling after the cameras stop rolling for an extended period of time, at least for that first year. Offer them couples counseling because, again, we did do something different. You could potentially be my person. We might really have something. But it was so easy, like, for Dr. Pepper to come in and say the right thing and ask the right question. She is important. Like, these experts are key players in these relationships. And we said this last week. They all should be assigned to somebody.
And they're
They
being
should
skewed on that budget. That's the problem.
they being skeet on that budget. They are.
That's the problem. They being skewed on the budget. That's the main thing.
Because it's there. Like, if and we know from watching the first season and different seasons throughout, y'all have the money because y'all
That's
got
the
new
truth.
sets and doing different things, so the money is there. Y'all have to stop being skeet on the budget.
Yeah, they skewed on that budget, man.
They skeet on the budget because we should be seeing the experts more than what we see them. Yeah, y'all narrate shit, but for the most part, we need to be seeing y'all throughout the series like multiple times. I can see if an episode or two we don't like see y'all where y'all are, they might be hanging out, they might be going to do an activity or something.
They might do
But
the Jamaica like I don't need y'all in Jamaica during their honeymoon time. You know what I mean? Like,
they should have been off camera. No, I think they probably
oh,
could
you
have.
think they should have been on the honeymoon too?
I feel like potentially they could have been on a honeymoon where they met with them maybe once or twice, and the rest of it was a free for all. But somebody needed to come in and diffuse that situation between Gina and Chris before, like, them talking to producers. Of course, the producers are like, "So what are you gonna do?" Like, they're there to make it. No, because then somebody, they could have had that conversation out the gate. You called me this. I said this. Maybe my verbiage was wrong. That's not what I meant. And blah 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 blah. And that's it.
Mm.
That wouldn't have escalated to that. But it's giving people, they just partner them, and then they kind of just throw them out there and hope they swim.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just, yeah, they got it. Yeah, they got to because maybe we could have got this Eris thing to, and maybe the Eris thing could have gotten more into this before she stopped saying fuck it. If we
Yeah.
had had the therapist there, like you said, like
And
earlier.
then, and then they still would have been, the conversation still would have always been, even it would go back to the crazy ass cousin, because she always gonna be there. Like, that's his family at the end. We gonna air quotes
Okay,
family.
I was just gonna say, all right, make sure we say that we don't know for real
Well,
about that.
no, but it's a lot. I honestly, this is a prime example of too late.
Mm,
Hopefully, he could do something that gets Jasmine engaged again, um, in their marriage. But I don't know, fam. I don't know.
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for him to.
Yeah.
I mean, because Jasmine's totally like she good. Like she just like. I mean, she's already had her ego fucked up, and then it was key what she said when she was like of her situation. What did she say where she lived at before she came back? She said I went and moved somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't, she didn't say where she lived. I know at one point, clearly her family, they moved somewhere else when it came to school, or like they moved somewhere else because she went somewhere where she didn't know people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know at what age that even was. But I
Yeah.
just, it's it's a lot. Like, and this is that, like I said, that's that prime example of, um, it might be too late, but Aries, out of because his cousin is so extra, out of spite, he owed it to her out the gate, homegirl, to show up out the gate, and they
Mm.
could have talked through whatever in it, but he didn't show up as his self. And I still feel like part of him still don't know himself, like based on what we even learned. you know he probably still is just now getting to know himself. So I think it's in that case, he probably should have, I'm telling you, is this probably won't work. They will probably stay together after decision day. We will be lucky. But then after, I mean, they will stay together to decision day, but then after that, they will probably break up after the show if they say yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Because then
Because he
they just
still
really
has a
trying to
lot
throw
of
for each
growing to
a little
do
bit.
and learning. But
And you think they just trying to they be just trying to save face?
he would do it to a certain degree because he don't want that cousin to be right. He don't want her to be right. So he owes it to himself to at least try, but they probably won't stay. It's the cousin. I'm telling you, if someone gonna come down the line that shit girl was in love with him and that really wasn't his cousin. Because it's not just us; it's people. They tweet about it. They comment on it on the maths page. We need to find this cousin. Like, what is the cousin's name? Like, well, we know her first name, but we need her last name and really find out the T. When y'all take pictures, what's the body language like? I'm that type of person because nonverbals say a lot.
No, you right about that. The nonverbal say a whole bunch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
But
find. They
speaking of,
said Miss Jasmine was Miss. She was Miss Virgin Islands. I'm like, what the fuck? Why was she Miss Virgin Islands?
I could see that.
This. But I'm saying, you think she lived in? You think she went to college in the Virgin Islands or something?
I don't. There's something about her that be giving me Rihanna.
So do you think that maybe when she said they moved, you think their families originally from the Virgin Islands and they moved there, and
They
she didn't
could
know
have.
nobody?
I feel like she would have told us. We would have learned that by now. Because that's kind of a flex. Like, oh yeah, we grew up
Yeah,
here,
that's
but
what
then
I
we
was gonna say.
moved. Like, that's a flex. That's a flex.
That's a hell of a flex, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm like, listen, I'm a flex.
Yeah,
But
I gotta find out. Oh, she's tall. No, she's 5'10". It says. No way, she
so
can't be 5'10".
no, because Aries body type is giving me short. He at
Nah,
least
he's
five.
tall and lanky. I think
He at
he's
least
tall and lanky.
no, he probably, like, if anything, I feel like he 5'9".
You think so?
Yes. He is not. He is giving me average.
Hmm. Interesting. I'm thinking 6 foot.
Cause no, he not taller than her.
Yeah, he is.
No, he not.
Yes, he is.
No, he not. Chris and them look tall, but like even here, like they like the same height.
Yeah, but she got heels on too.
Mm, I
And
feel
I think
like
she got heels on. They say she 5'9", 5'10". Then he would be about 6 foot right here.
I don't know. He's not giving me that. He don't give me that at all. Like, he
You
gives me
said no,
short.
fuck that.
He gives me short.
Yeah, fuck
Spe-
that.
well, speaking of when you said non-verbal, I'm gonna go into verbals. Gina and freaking Clint.
Mhm. All right, let's get it.
I I feel like
I
I
feel like
feel
they
like
both
Clint,
try their hardest,
well, they not
but they
sharing a
don't like each
room.
other.
No,
Yeah, but they don't
Clint
like each
like
other, but they trying.
no, Clint like that girl. She don't like him. And it's like Dr. Pepper said, it's because of old habits. It is because of what she used to. She don't like him because of that. Because it can't still be the white conversation. It ain't because he said he like athletic girls. It ain't that. It's not
So
that.
you think that
Like if
she?
she, I'm sorry.
I said no. Do you think that she? I'm just trying to think. So you think that? I think she. I think she thinks she's supposed to be running shit too. That's the main thing.
Yeah, she's because of her previous relationship, she was the head honcho in charge. So she was used to taking the reins on everything. And sometimes it's hard for people to take a step back because they're so used to people letting them down and they're used to being disappointed. So Clint would have to really, which he is trying. Like, we talked about the anniversary episode, taking her on the hike, doing all stuff. That's something that she had wanted to do. She spoke about that. So they went on that hike, they did all this stuff. But Clint it's gonna be a similar conversation when it comes to Shaquille and them. It's gonna really have to take the lead and really
Mm.
step up. And what happens with that, my homeboy and I were talking about this yesterday when it comes to independent women, boss chicks, all of this stuff, and when it comes to them dating, you know, it's about allowing your partner when women, because we talk about the role of submission a lot, which I hate, but in order for women to really kind of just let the men take, like a man take the lead on something, it's because a man has shown up in a way where we feel confident that
To let it happen.
to let it happen. So if you want to take something off of my plate, or do you have shown me that you are capable of doing XYZ for me, for the household, because it's not just about me at this point. Now it's about a household. So it's a process. And so we hear her say, also she be worried about like financial stability and all this stuff. That's why she goes so hard. But when you have a partner that shows you that they got you and they show, you will be okay. Like, and I'm not telling her to like be a housewife or anything, but it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off of you. Clint got it. Clint got it. And if she don't see that, I'm watching Clint on TV and I know he got it. She just doesn't like him.
Yo, my nigga, hold on, stop the presses. I done found out some shit that's gonna fuck you up.
What?
This nigga Eris was a fucking correctional officer for 13, 14 years in California. I'm looking at his LinkedIn. You want me to send you the link? You see it?
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Did you put it in the chat?
Oh yeah, let me put it in the chat for you. Hold on.
Put it in the chat. Oh my
Hold
gosh. I love that you do this and you be going on the deep dive.
on. Hey, I tell people like, yo, I will find any and everything about a motherfucker. Hit me up.
Like the way that we just like got ghetto
There you
real
go.
quick.
He just
Oh,
started working in IT.
oh my gosh. So you and see now he hold on. Let me use, I don't know my LinkedIn password.
Incognito mode. Go to incognito mode.
Oh, it'll link. It'll work.
Yeah, like so, like when you highlight it, it'll say like, do you want to click link? It should give you option of incognito mode.
Okay, hold on. I said I don't care if he see that I
Cause he
looked.
got probably so many people though too. So so you see, it's like if you left click it, you see open in tab, new tab,
Yeah, I
open link,
see it.
incognito mode. There you go.
Oh wow, his last name Williams. Of course it's Williams. He was working at San Quentin.
Right. He's only been an IT dude for 16 months.
He wasn't making no money.
You see what I'm talking. He was doing like
I
Like
mean, he said it. He said it sparked from. Okay, so he went from a correctional officer to a counselor. So he ended up making a little more money, and then he was like a PO.
yeah.
Wow, this is wild. This is crazy.
I mean, that's some stressful ass shit. Being he's a correction officer almost 7 years. That's a long time to be fucking with fucking that, and that's in the trenches. Like I get it with the counselor and the probation officer, but like that 7 years as a correction officer, one of my homeboys, he ain't been the same, man. He been fucked up. Like he's had to go to rehab, all kind of shit from being a
Rehab.
correction officer. And he was out there in California too. He was at Pelican Bay.
Well, yeah, you know, like Tahir was teaching, used to teach out like at a prison or
Yeah,
something.
that's different. I'm fine with like I'm talking about you checking people's bunks and doing all that shit and breaking up knife fights and like I'd teach it. I would love to like volunteer doing that, but I'm not checking people's bed sheets to see if they got some motherfucking Fritos in there.
That's just wild. He was at San Quentin.
San Quentin, yo.
No wonder he's cold.
Maybe that's
he done
you know what that could be a part
he
of it
done
too.
seen some things. He done seen some things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He saw things he
Yeah.
imagined. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So back to Gina and Clint. She don't like him. She don't like him. I think
Oh,
he
snap.
like her.
Oh, I didn't hold up. Stop the presses again. I got another link for you.
Oh my gosh, what did you just find? I'm
So
loving
this might be
this.
some shit you might know. I've heard about this. It's like a thing in LA, I guess, called Freaks Run Out at Night. It's like a running thing for like LA people. It's called like I don't know. I just know it's a running thing I've heard of people doing out there. Like it's a
I've
running event.
never heard of this. Oh wow.
It said he's the founder.
Of course he the founder of this. But it's only like 249 people.
Yeah.
So I don't think that he. Wait a second. My homeboy is in one of the photos.
Well, I knew you would know. See, I just gotta put the pieces together.
Yo, wait a second. I'm finna text my homeboy. Well, see,
We
my
came
homeboy
too
just
fast.
no. So wait, a couple of my homeboys. Wait a second. Let me go to this Instagram page.
It's blocked.
It's not blocked. I'm looking
Private
at.
because of the show. Not blocked, but it's private because of the show.
Oh, okay. I'm
But
finna
you can
text
see
my home. No, I'm
you should
texting
be able
my
to see
home.
common friends
No,
though,
no, no,
right?
no, no. I'm texting my homeboy right now.
You should be able to see common friends though, right? Even if you go to his page, right?
Well, it's telling me to log into Instagram. I'm not. I'm on the
Oh,
desktop. But
right. Yeah. So
my
yeah.
homeboy that's actually been on the podcast is in multiple photos, and then I see another homeboy in one of the photos that I know from when I worked at Sex. So I'm trying to see. Oh my gosh, this is wild. And then it's somebody, like I said, I have a follower that is friends with one of them, but I can't find the tweet when I go to search it. So I can
It's like they
connect
deleted
with
it.
No, I didn't delete it, but it's just that it's not popping up when I go to search my name, and then when I search Married at First Sight. Like all my old tweets when I started
Oh.
watching it comes up because I had a conversation with somebody about it, but it's not clicking. And it wasn't the people that I see in these photos. This is crazy. And see, one of my homeboys that's in the photo, he's from Kansas City, and he has a nonprofit where they not even on the regular page. Hold on, it's not private because I'm not in the private. Paige anymore. But yeah, this is crazy. Wow. Like this is just so wild.
I'm sorry, y'all that's listening. We went on
Sorry,
this deep
sorry, we got
dive.
off track. Sorry. Like now we're finding people that are connected. That's how small LA is, by the way.
Hmm.
Like,
I knew when I saw LA in that, I was like, she gonna know.
yeah, this is wild. Yeah, wow. So yeah, Clinton Jenner, man.
They
And
just need to go and be like,
I
man, we
I
just gonna be
feel
cool.
yeah, they just gonna be cool. Because even the conversation with Dr. Pepper, I think it's weird that Gina was like, well, he said he wants to know more stuff about me, but he don't really be asking the questions and blah 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 blah. And I also see it from his perspective where it's like, I like, do I really have to do all this digging
Mm.
to get to know you? And I feel like that what's happening here is that there's only a few people that came into this that have been open and receptive, because you have to think about it. You're doing dating backwards. You
Yes.
got married and now you have to get to know this person. So you should really be open to trying to get to know people. But again, old habits die hard.
Hmm.
And this to me sounds like this might be how Gina could be in her other experiences. She's not as open as she thinks she is, because I don't know if it has to do with her taking the lead on a lot of stuff, but yeah, it's this is not going to work out. This is not.
No,
This
they
is
just said
not
they said they
working.
can be friends, and that's all good.
Yeah, they're going to be friends. And
Yeah, that's it.
then we got Chris and Nicole. You know, I would like to see more of
You
them
know what?
after.
A sidebar before that. Since that other couple dropped out, they should have brought another couple in or something to spice this up. Because now I think we're going long in the tooth with other couples just because they lost a couple.
Yeah, but honestly, I like when this happens because we get to get a little more in depth.
True, true.
I do like that because it's certain stuff I feel like we're seeing more when this does
Yeah,
happen.
I can see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
point. Good point.
but I will say that I'm really here for Nicole and Chris. I love that her dad showed up. They went to the goat yoga, where they, where it seems like the dad was very apprehensive and hard. Like it was like, I think this is a terrible idea from what they're saying, but he's just been kind of letting also his guard down when it comes to Chris, because you see that Chris is the nice guy. He's not that the guy that's put it on the front. You can tell that he has been burned before, and probably often. And here we are in this situation that's not again conventional, and he got a girl that is really being patient with him, and that's taking her time with him. And we know he's special because he's very emotional, and that's not a bad thing.
No, it's
But she's
not
like, okay, like I can work with this. This is cool.
because
So
because she look a part of it is she know he ain't gonna like he gonna be nice to her, and ain't gonna leave. It's kind of a thing. I think she know he'll be loyal. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a
yeah,
great aspect to have.
yeah.
But I don't want to get caught into the fact that she notices like, oh, he ain't gonna do shit. Like,
Well, she, I can appreciate her honesty when they were in the gym and they were doing the 21 questions type deal, and she said what scared her, about their relationship, because it had been so, like perfect pretty much. It was like this fairy tale romance, and she is nervous that things will fizzle out and become boring, and she feel like she might, like want something different. And so
yeah.
it's up to him. Really, it's like the dad told him last week, like, get the big dick energy, take the lead on this, and be in control of the situation. You guys clearly work well together. You have a lot in common. And even in hindsight, all these couples have had stuff in common, but they have let their pride and egos get in the way.
Oh no, I mean, but that's a thing. But that's the thing, like you said, everybody's going backwards with all this stuff. So you would have lost your ego over time if you'd have been dating somebody in general. Like,
Right. Right.
and dang, man, it's messed up because it's not messed up. It's just interesting because that story with them and their dad when they did the yoga, the goat yoga,
Uh-huh.
instructing him, he was like, he feels some type of way towards her still because the way he was spitting off all that shit, he remembered everything she did wrong to him when she was coming up.
Don't men typically be like that though? We like y'all just never remember the good and just be the bad, and it's like, God dang, I just gave you $1 million and you still tripping off the fact that I smacked you 20 years ago.
Oh no, women do that more, man. Stop that.
Both listen, men are emotional creatures. Y'all just don't know how to uh
You know
express it.
what? He may have been. He may. You know what? It may just came off salty because we saw like that. He might have just been feeling like I was just spitting facts, just saying that I'm good. But
Yeah.
it felt like he was piling on. He was like, at
But I think
14.
he was also just speaking to her being resilient as well. Like she went through something and it clearly probably was affecting her the entire time. But at this age, like he was saying, once she got to high school, she would just be dipping out because she
I
probably,
wonder if she financially didn't respect him because that kept to me that was a hint of that when she was like, well, I didn't have a bed for her. Well, I had a couch. What did I was? It was like she would dip out on me, for other things. Um, and then it was like as they got older, she like understood like better.
yeah, it could have been a little bit of resentment.
Yeah, but they would been divorced since she was like 4 though, so it wasn't like
But you have to also think like you, as a kid, you're so impressionable, and you really don't. Kids be smart, but they also still don't understand what's happening. So
yeah,
she probably was just very. It had been happening over time,
yeah.
like
That's a good point.
like she probably had friends whose parents were together, going to their house, and seeing this life, this dynamic that she wished she could have had, which kind of speaks to her even being in that toxic relationship where the guy burnt her, just wanting something so bad. Gosh, I really like them as a couple.
Yeah, they're good though. They're good for each other.
They're
I
really
can't front.
good. They're really
Like I
good.
can't front. I can't front. They actually got that one correct.
Yeah, they got that. And it's been a minute since I felt like
When
that.
is this McKenzie shit happening? Not McKenzie. This fucking Dom show back up shit. Or is
Well,
that just something that happened before and they just cut it for like the real show?
no, I don't think so because based on the preview, I was going to talk about it at the end of the show today. The big preview that we saw for like the upcoming, because you
Oh, I
see
didn't see
that.
the preview for next week's episode.
Oh
Okay.
shoot, they show a clip where he meet up with Chris, where Mac meets up with Chris, and they're talking, and he says something like he slid in Gina's DMs.
Oh,
Um,
Chris said, hold on. So no, McKenzie said he
McKinley
split.
said this to Chris. Yes,
Oh, he's a dirty one.
is he? Because I'm telling you, if a swap is gonna happen, I don't know. So which would
I
make
mean, okay. We're gonna get into our last couple in a second, but I want to explore this real quick since we're here. Is it because McKenzie gives the vibe of a dude that fronts like he's doing shit, but he's not, so Gina can really have the power that she wants?
no, it's not like that. McKinley is. They already said this. The money ain't an issue. He got money. So it's not like he is not a provider, not like not a boss or anything. He just has been living in his home girl's parents' basement for 6 months. So he probably be kicking them back something which is still cheaper than rent, like in Nashville, because Nashville has been like gentrified a lot and it's really
Yeah.
expensive. But you know, like I said, out the gate, based on what we know, Dominique probably really should have paired her with Clint. We said that because they both adventurous, they
Mhm.
like that, they're outdoorsy and all of that. Out the gate, we felt like that.
Damn. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So you think that the swap can happen on this season, maybe?
I hope it happens. I hope something happens, but I don't know because I don't know. I would like it to happen, but I doubt it. I doubt it.
So do you think well, did he say it was like recently or like give any context to that statement?
They didn't. It was no context. It was just in the. It was just a clip, super quick, because it was
Okay.
like a montage of like the upcoming
And I
stuff.
wonder, did Clint have something? Is that why he kissed Dom or something?
I have no clue. They showed that as well, but yeah, no clue.
Mm,
Once that gets to steamy, like yeah, I have no clue, but I know that they showed that in the clip, and it said that Mac, he said he slid into Gina's DMs, and I believe he was talking to Chris. I think he was talking to Chris.
mm,
So,
okay.
but we say the best for last. One of the best for
Yes.
last. Kristen and Shakir. Now, I tweeted you today
Yep.
after
I
watching.
got in there. I replied back.
You sure did. And now it didn't happen how you said what he should do,
Yeah. I was looking
but
more savage.
yeah, you were definitely more savage. Like, but I knew based on the conversation that they had with Dr. Pepper that he was going to do something because the thing about the intimacy, the physical intimacy, has come up again, and she's and this episode, like she seemed to be happy. They have been communicating more, spending more time with each other. And here's the thing: what's happening too is that Kristen knows she like him, but she's fronting. She is doing the atypical
Mm,
Aquarius thing where she is playing this game where she fronting because the only reason why she want to spend time with him is because she like him. We don't kick it with people
mm-hmm.
we don't care for or don't like or don't see
That's
anything
true.
with. We will friends on them. We will ghost them. Though no, we really don't ghost. But
No, we'll just keep it around. It's cool. We'll just be kind of cool.
yeah. So so she liked him. So you want to talk about what happens?
Go ahead. I mean,
We see them have a romantic night in, and they are doing, he's like painting her body and all this stuff. They got fruit, and next thing you know, he has some fruit in his mouth, and they start kissing multiple times, to eating the fruit out each other mouth. And you know, they go into the room and they close the door.
so you think they did it?
Hey, one of the clips in the future say that they consummated their marriage.
Okay, okay. That's what I said, man. That's
She
what
was trying to be coy. I think they had done stuff like you said, probably already, but she was just trying to be coy based on some of the conversation that she was saying, and like even, she was trying to like keep it cute, like she would never tell or whatever, but she was really saying how she enjoyed their night together and what was happening. And she was just like, if this continues to happen, like, who knows where this will lead us and whatnot.
Mm,
She been like that
yeah.
man. She like him. And we just now it all like, especially seeing that episode, I was like, then
Now
I
it makes
started
sense.
thinking back
It's
to the
starting to come
previous.
together.
Now everything is coming together. She low key been like in Shaquille, but just didn't know how to say that. And so it's like, well, we just need to spend more time together. Like this is new to us, and we need, which is true, but it's also you really trying to be in his space because we be like that. Like it be moments like I said, I'm like, man, I really want to be in your skin. I want to wear your teeth like confetti, like Beyonce said in Formation. It's
Damn.
moments. I have moments where I'm super clingy and needy, and so once I start
Mm-hmm.
all the episodes flashback, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she's like this man the entire time.
Right up under our noses.
right under our noses. Like she was trying to stunt. Yeah, oh, I don't like bald heads or whatever. And yeah, I date the Adrian type dudes. But it's been right in front of our noses the entire time, right in our face. She likes him. And also,
Dang.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I like the way that Shaquille be kind of talking to her. Cause I know me,
Oh,
I
hey,
know
he's
I be
starting to
needing to
buck
be
up.
checked. And he talks to her. He's starting to buck up and we're seeing it. And I was like, yeah, I like how he talked to her and how he's like,
Hmm.
you tripping. Like, like he really now he's getting even more comfortable as they are talking and getting to know each other. You see it. So you see his confidence coming in as well. So I like that. But I'm not sure if they're gonna stay together on decision day. I'm not even 50-50. I'm like 80-20.
That they gonna stay together?
Like 80% sure that they not gonna stay together.
Oh, okay.
Gina Gina and
I'm gonna
Clint are
go
definitely not
50-50.
staying together. You feeling
I'm gonna go
50-50?
50-50
Okay.
because I think she's smart enough to know, and like before, like I think she'll sit there and then somebody will get in her ear before everything's said and done and be like, at least ride this boat and see where it goes, because that
Mm.
brother finna be doing some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
let's see what
yeah.
it, if you unless he repulses you,
I
ride
could
this shit
see
out and
that.
see where it
Yeah,
goes.
I could see that. I could see
You
that.
don't seem stupid like that now. Not even though she may be basic when it comes to her, but she ain't stupid, as the old folks say.
You a mess. You
She
are
may
a
be
mess.
basic, but she ain't stupid.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out because I'm just wondering, now we're seeing the growth happen in these two relationships that were very, chaotic. So we'll see if there's a pivot, but even you have to go. I don't want to say nothing else. I'm just encouraging you to watch the preview. I didn't even watch the post show, the after party,
Hmm.
but there
I
was
haven't
like
watched
two
most like the
previews
first
that they
couple shows.
had. They had two previews after the episode. You know how they say coming up on Married at First Sight, and then they do
Hmm.
now. Here's a sneak peek, and the sneak peek was literally only about Kristen and Shaquille, and you see
Oh
him
wow.
really like you crazy.
Oh, he going in on her?
Like he is having a. It's not that he having a moment, but I'm gonna be honest. Kristen is just being an Aquarius. Like she is being an Aquarius, and it's so funny because I kind of saw myself and her in this conversation, and I was like, "Damn, we do be like that. We do be saying stuff like that." And we
What did
see
she say?
we
What did she
because we
say?
well, okay. So it was something about them, like when this was over, if they were together, he has to buy a house. He was like, "We not gonna buy a house." She's like, "No, you gonna buy it. I'll help oversee it, but you gonna buy the house." And he was like, "You're not gonna contribute." She was like, "Nah." Like pretty much, she's like, "Nah." And we do that. Like we see, like we gonna have this. We gonna see how far we can push you. But he was like, "I don't know what you want, but I'm not about to be buying you no house." Like so, yeah.
I
You
see.
got
I see you, Shaq. I seen Shaq bucking up. That made me a little proud of the brother. I was like, all right, kill.
Yeah, he was giving her a little bit of pushback, and so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But we'll see. We will see.
I'm like, come on, Shaquille. I see you, man. I look at this picture right here, Dom. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Hold on. He looked like he a serial killer in this one. I was like, uh-oh, this is the new
Like,
Shaquille. Hold on, let
is
me get
is
it
his
back up.
arms? Is he crossed like? Because he had this hat on. He like bent the
Now this
prim
the
a
one
little bit.
they caught him in a bad moment when they getting married when he was looking at her. Hold on, I'm gonna share the screen real quick. Hold up. Let me share this shit.
I think I have to give you access to do that. Do I have to? I think I
Oh no,
do because I.
this shit got
Okay.
This one right here. Hold on, I'm trying to click in. There we go, like there. Let's clear. Looking like look at him.
Man, he's giving me okay. Don't. Okay, you know who he remind me of right here?
Who?
Caillou.
Who me?
Caillou, the bald baby, the white kid, that annoying
Oh
kid.
yeah, I thought you said kind
Yeah,
of you. I was like, what?
no, Caillou. And I'm just sitting there. I was like, he look like Caillou. And he, this is wild. This is
I
just
don't know
really
how they
wild.
caught him with that little look right there. Like, but
Listen, it will never beat this one, man. Look, that's how he
yo,
started looking at. That's how he was looking at freaking Chris Kirsten was her ass was saying that stuff.
like this girl crazy.
That's you know what? This might not work because he a Aries. I forgot he a Aries.
Hey, Aries don't fuck around either though.
Yeah, they be a little too spicy.
Yeah, and
Uh,
they're impulsive too somewhat.
sometimes impulsive, and they always think they right. They always think they right. Well, if you had to listen to me, I'm like, bitch, what you was talking about was dumb too. So shut up.
My only abuser ever was an Aries. Real talk.
Abuser.
Yeah, I
Go
went through
get some water.
I had a little. Remember I told you I got slapped in the club at one of my part at on a Thursday night at EXO. Did I ever tell you about that? Oh, she got me Rick James style too. Like I ain't gonna front. Yeah,
Ooh, Rick James style.
yeah, but I didn't hit the bar though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
It was outside. Remember how EXO was like, at the patio. So
Yeah.
we had
I'm
Thursdays.
listening. I'm taking her to the water. I'm listening.
Yeah. So we had listeners. I did a Thursday night event parties at a place called EXO Lounge in St. Louis. If you ever been there, it was a dope venue, 2 floors, outside patio, the whole demo. We did every Thursday. It was called Groove Theory. So on this Groove Theory day, it was a decent night, maybe 100 some people in there. Girl I was dating at the time, she came up there to talk to me.
What you do?
So she was, I've been doing my thing for a minute. And I was just like, I was fed up. I wasn't fed up. I was just tired of being a scoundrel. So she was like, so what's up with us? I was like, I mean, I'm kind of done, you know what I mean? And she's like, what? I was like, we good. We done. Like, and it was like I was on some like looking over you type shit. Like I'm trying to see what's going on in my party. Like, I mean, we good. Like, And she was like, so you saying this is over? I was like, basically. And I took it, and it was so bad. Security, shout out to Brandon Security, he's with EXO. He said, I know you weren't gonna do nothing. He said, but she caught you so well. I had to come over and grab you because I didn't know if you was gonna go into nigga mode. Yeah. Then she choked me a couple of weeks later after that because I'm done. And I went over to her house to talk to her. She tried to choke me. And that was it though. That was the last time I dealt with her after the choker. Yeah. Yeah, man. It was looking back, it wasn't the brightest, it wasn't the best. It was my latter 20s. She used to sit out in front of my house drunk and everything, in my front of my apartment thing, drunk, waiting for me. I literally one time it was just being an ass. I literally saw her drunk in the car. I was like, cool, and then just went right in. Like I literally came home. It was like, you shouldn't have been doing that. Went in my apartment. Anything could have happened to her. That was being an asshole.
Oh my god! Look.
Yeah. Aries.
All right, we're gonna get up out of here because I want you to go. I want you to go watch
The preview for next
the
episode.
preview. So then maybe we could do like a live, and we could talk about our guesses.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. You know what? Let's do that before we do our guesses. The day before the finale, before choosing day.
Okay, we could do that for choosing day, and then we
for
could
the
have like
reunion.
and then we could for the preview we'll do one.
Okay, and we
All
just do
right,
it on
cool.
IG Live.
Yeah, we'll do IG live, and we'll do a preview or like a guesstimation of what the hell we gonna think gonna happen.
Okay,
All
I
right,
dig it.
so
I dig it.
all right, y'all. We're gonna see y'all here via live next week. It's getting crazy. It's
Bro.
getting hot and bothered on Mavs because it's so much that happened in this quick preview. Like it's gonna get really good. It's picking up. It's picking up. I can appreciate this week's episode. A lot happened, and this is what we
I want to
want.
give you congratulations, Dom. I think you hit 500 subs.
I am. Listen, y'all. I'm halfway to my watch
I'm
hours.
saying, like, I think I checked before. It's like at 499 or 500.
Listen, I'm about to tell everybody, help me out. Like, and this video, I my homegirl, Tangerine, we went
Yeah,
to.
I remember Tangerine from the Jamie Foxx network. The podcast network he had back in the early 2000s, like the mid 2000s.
Oh
That's how she met
wow,
Clayton.
you know CT?
No, I remember I listened to them
Wow. See,
on Jamie
okay,
Foxx's
these
it
are all
was
my new friends. Like people
they
be
were
asking me
on
stuff,
Jamie
and people,
Foxx's
and I be
network.
like,
That's how they met.
oh,
It was
I
on
didn't know.
Sirius Radio. I don't know them at all. I've never met them. I've only known them because I listened to the station.
Wow, I just be being friends with people
I've
because
never met them. Like,
they
so I'm
seem
telling you
cool.
stuff that's because I listened to the show back then.
So I met them through Tahir. So like during COVID when he was doing Zooming with the homies, and then Clayton had a game show that he asked me to come and be on, which actually now I don't know if it's a new season because they're all on YouTube, but I don't know if there's a new season. But based on the preview that I saw, it doesn't look like it.
He
Because I
repurposed
saw
the
me
whole
in the
season.
previews, so they might just be putting it on the Kev on Stage app.
Okay.
Um, but then that was like the first time we met in real life, and so he'll have me. He always includes me and stuff, so I love that they always think of me. And Tangerine and I went to like a poetry slam a couple weeks ago, and she told me something about a dance battle. I was like, "Oh, you made that up," but I got you. And so I recorded her and sent her the video, and it now has over like 25 million views on Facebook on her page.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just for doing
That's
a dance battle?
yeah, for her doing this battle that I recorded. Yeah. And I'm in the background hyping her up, screaming, "That's my friend!" And all this stuff. So yeah, and
Real
shout out to her.
small world, man.
It's just such a small world because I just be like, people just be being cool. And then one day I texted, I was like, so I'm rewatching Girlfriends, and I was like, I thought you looked familiar because she was in the episode of Girlfriends.
Yeah.
And so I was like, but I wasn't sure. She's like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, oh snap.
She was in a couple of things though.
Tangerine been in a lot, and she's currently on a show on the Bounce Network where she's like the landlord of this building. But I can't think of the
Ooh.
name. Johnson. No, that was
I was with the
something that
Johnsons.
it's
Yeah.
no, it's
That's Risha's
maybe
show.
maybe I don't
I'm
know. You
looking
know
up
what?
her thing here.
I don't know.
Is if hold on. Millennials?
Family time, yes, millennials.
Okay, yeah, okay. That's on right now. Okay, yeah. This because I'm looking at
Yeah,
her thing here. Yeah, it's millennials.
yeah. So oh, we will see y'all here next week. And we will actually we'll
Yes,
see y'all
yes.
on YouTube next week, but we'll see
Yes.
y'all this week on IG Live. So peace,
Yep.
y'all.
Peace.